Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, honorable adjudicators and fellow debaters. Today, we live in an era where artificial intelligence is evolving faster than structures, ethics, and governance system meant to contain it. As the government, we firmly believe that this House should slow down the rapid advancement of the AI revolution. This is not a rejection of progress, but a necessary pause, a conscious effort to ensure that technological development does not outrun our capacity to manage it responsibly. First, let's talk about ethics. AI technologies are being deployed with little oversight. We've seen facial recognition software that discriminates, language models that perpetuate biases, and generative AI used to spread misinformation. We are releasing systems into the world that learn from flawed human data, yet we treat their output as neutral or objective. Without a regulatory pause, we risk embedding structural injustice into technology on a global scale. We need time to develop frameworks that govern AI use, not just react after harm has been done. The second, the economic implications of rapid AI growth are deeply concerning. Mass automation threatens millions of jobs, especially among low-skilled and blue-collar workers. When machines can replace humans faster than we can reskill them, we face massive unemployment, social unrest, and widening inequality. Slowing AI gives us space to put system for reskilling, to develop education policies that match future needs, and to prepare safety nets. And if we don't act now, we leave entire population behind. And the third is we must consider who controls this revolution. The AI race is being led by a handful of powerful technology corporations. These entities not only shape how AI is built, but increasingly dictate how societies function. Without intervention, AI will deepen the imbalance of power between the few who control data and algorithm, and the rest of the world that becomes dependent on them. We're not just creating smarter machines, we're consolidating control over knowledge, behavior, and even identity. Slowing the revolution opens opens up space for democratic democratic input, international cooperation, and community-centered innovation. Some may say that slowly down will hinder global competitiveness, that if one country pauses, other will dominate. But this is a fear-driven narrative. We argue that opposite by leading in responsible innovation and a country sets the global ethical standard. Progress without principle is not leadership, it is recklessness. The real leadership is knowing when to say let's pause and do this right. In conclusion, the AI revolution is not something that we should blindly accelerate. It is something we must guide carefully. We need time to catch up ethically, legally, socially, so that the benefits of AI don't come at the cost of human dignity, equality, or safety. By slowing down, we ensure that this powerful tool serves humanity, not replaces, manipulates, or divides it. That is why we proudly propose this motion. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have heard a lot of fear from the government bench, fear of ethnic violation, job loss, inequality, and monopolies. But let me be clear, fear is not a policy. Progress is not the enemy, and slowing down the AI revolution is not the solution. We, as the opposition, firmly reject this motion because doing so would hold humanity back from solving the very problems the government claims to care about. So, let me begin by reminding us of the world we are living in. Artificial intelligence is not some scary fantasy. It is here and it is transforming lives for the better. And AI helps detect disease early, personalize learning for students with different needs, manage natural disaster through predictive models, and it bridge gaps in access to knowledge. And why would we want to slow this down? Because slowing down AI means delaying medical breakthroughs, educational equity, and global development. The government says we are ethically unprepared, but ethics do not evolve in theory. They evolve through interaction. Only by engaging with AI in the real world can we develop standards, test limits, and iterate on regulation. And by slowing AI means removing the opportunity to learn from practice. It is not progress that creates risk, it's refusing to manage the progress effectively. They also raise the issue of job displacement as if automation is a new phenomenon. It is not. Every major technological revolution from the industrial age to the internet displaces job temporarily, but eventually create more, even in new sector. The same will happen with AI, but only if we invest in reskilling, reform education, and adapt our economies. Slowing down AI doesn't solve unemployment. The government fears the dominance of big tech. So do we, but that is not a reason to slow innovation. It is a reason to regulate markets, promote open source alternatives, and democratize access to AI tools, and power concentration is a governance failure, not a technological one. Stopping progress punishes the many just to curb the power of the few. Now let me offer you a better path, one that moves forward, not backward. First, we propose inclusive and accessible AI education so that students, workers, and citizens are AI literate and able to engage with the tools of tomorrow. Second, we call for global collaboration in setting ethical standards through institutions like the UN or UNESCO. Third, we advocate for public investment in open AI research. So innovation doesn't remain in the hands of billion-dollar companies. And finally, we urge governments to set up job transition funds and reskilling programs, helping workers shift into roles where AI empowers rather than replaces them. This is the key difference between us and government. They respond to fear by pulling the brakes. We respond by building guardrails, adjusting the road, and keeping the car moving. Because we believe in human adaptability, in governance, and in hope. We don't want a slower future, we want a smarter one. And now, in conclusion, this house should not slow down the AI revolution. We must move forward boldly but responsibly, using regulation, education, and policy to shape a future where AI enhances humanity rather than threatens it. Stagnation is not safety, leadership is not a fear, and that's why we stand proud to oppose this motion. Thank you.